welcome to Jobber Bros. Your man Johnny Rude here with Donnie Smokes, and we are here to discuss AEW Full Gear 2022. It's lining up to be a fucking banger of a pay-per-view. Donnie's going to actually be there for Rampage the night before and for the actual event, so look out for him if you're going to be there. Say hi. He's going to have a Jobber Bros shirt on. And yeah, make sure you say hi and give him a chat. Be a good time. What's going on, Donnie?
Not much, man. I am fucking waiting for Friday. Is what I'm waiting for because I cannot. Man, I just can't wait to go. I mean, well, we're waiting for Friday for two reasons. One is fucking Rampage. Two, the new fucking Pokemon games are coming out on Friday, so we're gonna crank into those, as well on our off time. But man, Rampage, Full Gear this weekend in Newark. Dude, I can't fucking wait because I've been really wanting to go to an AEW show. I know you have too. But I've been really wanting to go to one, waiting to go to one. And the last time I was set ready to go to an AEW show was like right when COVID hit, when they were going to do their first ever showing in Newark. And it was going to be the first ever Blood and Guts.
I think so,
I think so, yeah. So it was one of those things. It was either the first ever Blood and Guts, the first time in Newark, or both combined, and it was supposed to be fucking crazy, and then it didn't happen, and they didn't even end up coming to Newark. They stayed in, they ended up doing everything at Daly's Place in Jacksonville. So, yeah, listen, I'm finally happy I get to go to one. It is going to be a great fucking time. Yeah, I'm fucking ready for it. It needs to be Friday at fucking 8:00 right now.
Right. Yeah, man. Wish I could have made it up, but we will go to an AEW show together. Hopefully they come up in Tampa. They have yet to be in Tampa. They're always in fucking Orlando or Jacksonville.
Right.
So it's bound to happen. I'm going to SmackDown in December, so that'll be fun in Tampa. But I cannot say that I'm not jealous that you're going to Full Gear. But
and
anyways,
I couldn't have picked a better pay-per-view to go to at this point because like AEW throws bangers for pay-per-views. They really fucking do. But this one with just looking at our list of matches that are on this fucking roster, it's gonna be holy fuck.
yeah,
That's
man,
all I got about it.
And the live rampages always slap too. Like usually, most rampages are recorded after Dynamite, but the live ones always go extremely hard. You got a fresh crowd there, unlike a Dynamite crowd that sat through that whole episode. So it's the whole weekend's gonna be a fucking banger. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just looking through those lists, just ready for my jaw to fucking drop right now, and I'm not even there yet.
But yeah, so anyways, let's run into this. Let's roll through these matches here, go over our picks and why we think these contenders are going to get the W's. Starting off with the heater, and which is likely going to be of course, the main event of Full Gear.
Mm-hmm.
The AEW World Title match, MJF versus Jon Moxley.
Yeah, man. This is probably gonna be my match of the night. It's also the most anticipated match on this pay-per-view right now because everybody, you got MJF with the whole anti-hero thing and Jon Moxley just not giving a fuck about anything. He's just still in go ahead, try to take my title mode. This is going to be the place is going to fucking explode with this match. 110%.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm loving how they're building up MJF to that, like we've said in previous episodes, anti-hero, like you hate to love him, you love to hate him. It's like, it's a great, great opponent to go against Moxley against, for such a big, like, high stakes match. And I think it's time. Like back when we had the whole MJF 2020 whatever shit going on with him and
Yeah,
Mox, like he was still developing then. He was still getting his footing. He was a great heel, but still finding his way in the business. And I feel at this point he's ready to take that title and run with it.
absolutely, 100%. So I mean, I guess that's my pick. My pick is MJF. We both love John Moxley to
He's my
death.
favorite wrestler.
Yeah, he's
He's my
yeah.
favorite. I love him, but I got to give this one to MJF. I mean, Moxley,
I
he's
am.
got a well-deserved vacation ahead of him.
Oh yeah, and I am ready for an MJF fucking title reign. Just pure takeover of AEW by MJF. This is the MJF era, and he's gonna be. I'm gonna say he's going to be the longest reigning AEW champion. Like he's got that it factor that everybody loves to watch. He's the type of guy you want holding a title. And he's gonna have the longest reign in AEW, and I am 100% here for it.
Do you think he's going to hold it all the way until the bidding war of 2024?
I could see that, yeah, 100%.
Me too. I think so. I think they'll, it's only a little over a year of a title, to January of 2024. So I see him holding it for, the entire year, be the year of MJF, be a lot of
Oh yeah,
great championship matches. But,
I, and
yeah,
that's what AEW needs right now. AEW needs somebody to hold that title for 200 and something fucking days.
yeah, we had
you
all this
know,
back and forth shit with CM Punk, MJF, Hangman, Mox.
which is all fun. It's all fun. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, you're fine.
it's all fun. But it's like I love the long, drawn out reigns. They are some of the best to watch. Two,
Mm-hmm.
3, 400 fucking days. That's what people used to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so And while we're talking about this, just to throw it in there, we just posted a video today of me doing a drum cover of MJF's theme song. More of those to come. It was really fun to play. Go check it out. Drop a like. Doing a metal drum cover of MJF's theme song. So just wanted to tag that in there while we were on this segment.
For sure, yeah. Donnie and I, we grew up in drumline together. Me and him played in the drumline. Always been big drummers. Him a little more so than me, especially after high school. But yeah, check it out. It's awesome. It's an awesome cover, and we're gonna have way more to come. And if you want to see a specific, wrestler's theme song played with some drums back in it, let us know. We're happy
Uh,
to check it out.
let us know. Absolutely. So, but yeah, MJF. I vote MJF for 300 at least minimum a 365-day title reign.
Sounds perfect. Yeah, I'm right with you on that boat. So, what brings us into match number 2 here?
So match number 2, we got the interim women's world title match.
Interim.
Yeah.
Fucking Tony Khan. Fucking get
I,
rid of the interim bullshit.
yeah,
No, I'm
it's
done
not
with this shit.
interim anymore. So
No.
let me restart that. So our second match we're going to talk about is the women's world title match. Champion Tony Storm versus Miss Jamie Hayter.
This one's so tough for me to call. So tough for me to call because I am a huge Jamie Hayter fan. I love Tony Storm too. They're both amazing. And as much as I want, I personally, and this is fucking really pipe dream thinking here, because Twitter's on fire right now with Mercedes, aka Sasha Banks, filing a trademark for Mercedes money. A bunch of trademarks she just filed for Mercedes money for merchandise sales, for use in merchandise sales, and so on and so forth. So I'm just thinking, like, if she fucking comes in this pay per view here,
Oh,
is she going
man.
to fucking be a heel and they're gonna have Tony Storm retain and then Mercedes makes her presence known like at the end of this match, or are they gonna have Hayter win and then Mercedes comes in as a face? This is what's going through my wheels here turning, and that's the first thing I think of in this match because both are amazing competitors, and I will be happy and I hope whichever one has a great title reign. But I feel like this is a great segment to introduce such a massive name like Mercedes in here. Um, that being said, I think Hayter's got so much fire behind her right now,
Mhm.
but I feel like she can keep that fire. I feel like she doesn't need to win right this second, so I'm going to say Tony Storm.
That's definitely not the way I thought you were gonna roll. Because that's not the way I'm rolling. I'm saying Jamie Hayter. I'm tired of Tony Storm just keeping the whole interim, thing going here. Just because she's interim doesn't mean there can't be a title change. So it's like, and that's what I feel like they're doing, and I really hope that they're going to change that, and Jamie Hayter is going to take the spot because
She's going to be interim
Jamie.
too.
Yeah, I mean, but at least there will be a title change, right?
Right.
Because I think if Tony Storm keeps it, Thunder Rosa will come back. Thunder Rosa will take it back. If Jamie Hayter keeps it, Thunder Rosa comes back. Right? Jamie Hayter keeps the title. That's the way I see it, and that's the way I hope it. I don't want the title to go back to Thunder Rosa. I don't want the title to stay on Tony Storm. I think Jamie Hayter deserves it. I think it's her time to have a little bit of a run here and see if she can handle being the face of the women's division in AEW. Because she's got Britt Baker on her back, and that's a great push to have. But then I also think, we talked a while ago about, I don't know if we ever talked about it on the podcast, but at one point or another, we thought that Jamie Hayter was going to fuck up Britt Baker and, turn on her because of what Britt did at
Close.
what show. Right. So I think this might be, the straw that breaks the camel's back, so to speak, by Jamie Hayter getting a title shot, winning the title, accomplishing what Britt Baker couldn't, and much resentment happening. And I think we're overdue for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my wheels start turning with it. I agree. The whole Mercedes thing fits in somewhere. I agree. I think that should happen. But even without that happening, everything I said, I think should be in my opinion.
Well, so let me just play devil's advocate here. So you
Okay.
think MJF and Hayter are going to win two heels win the two biggest titles on one pay per view?
Why not?
That's true. Why not? It's very
Why
rare,
why
but why
why
not?
it is rare, but AEW is known to do rare things, right? And that's what that's the excitement. You can't predict it, right? So that's what I think. I think two heels could absolutely, because think of it this way: MJF beats John Moxley, he stays the heel. Jamie Hayter beats Tony Storm, gets half betrayed or fully betrayed by Britt, and they fight and beats Britt Baker. Uh she becomes a well liked heel,
Like MJ, yeah,
almost
both of them are
almost
almost.
face. Yeah, but that gives her a little bit more of a face push, like,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more to that. Britt Baker should be feeling betrayed. comes at Jamie Hayter from behind, beats the shit out of her. They fight. Britt loses, in a title opportunity kind of thing. Like I can see all that happening. Yeah, it's not so far out there.
Right, right.
So that's why not? Why couldn't it happen?
Yeah.
Because then we could also see another title change with I think we're going to talk about that a little bit down the road, which we could also see another title change with the ROH World Championship, but we'll get to my thoughts on that in a minute.
All right. Yeah. So, nonetheless, these first two we've discussed are gonna be incredible, and
Oh yeah,
I might change, between now and then. I might change my hater
yeah,
Tony Storm choosing, but as of right now, I'm thinking Storm. My current mindset.
okay.
Um, we'll see. Still got a couple days to mull it over here. Um, but moving into match number 3, we are going to go over the AEW World Tag Team match for the AEW Tag Team titles. We got Swerve and
Ooh,
Our Glory coming back for revenge against the Acclaimed. What are you thinking on this one here?
Acclaimed, 100%. I'm with the Acclaimed. Scissor me, daddy ass! I cannot wait to fucking.
Come here, give it to me right here.
Yes, sir. Bro, scissor me, daddy. I mean, listen, I absolutely love the Acclaimed. They definitely grew on me from the beginning, and just the pop and everything that they have coming into the arena and the whole rapping thing. It's fun. I love it. And on top of that, they're a great tag team.
Mm-hmm.
They show up in the ring. And now they're facing another great tag team, Swerve in Our Glory. But I think this is going to be the end of Swerve in Our Glory.
For sure.
So Acclaimed wins. Swerve in Our Glory is no more. I mean, will suck to see the loss of a second fun to watch tag team within inside of a week. But you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. Listen, because those everybody is primarily like Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee were primarily singles competitors.
Yep.
They never did too much tag team wrestling until they both came to AEW. And
Yeah.
then pretty much all they did was tag team wrestling. So
AEW is the land of makeshift tag teams. It's at a certain point, but it
yeah,
works. They're good
no,
at doing it. It's not just some like random fucking thrown together team. Like it works.
oh
But
yeah,
I agree with you completely. Though I think the Swerve and Glory will be no more come the end of this pay per view. I think Swerve is going to try and pull some fucky shit, and Keith Lee, having the standards that he has, is going to be like, "Whoa, what are you doing, man?" And it's going to fall apart from there.
I'm surprised that hasn't already happened when Swerve fucked up Billy Gunn's fingers.
Yeah, it looked like he fucking sodomized his ass in the fucking
Jesus.
promo package. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But yeah. Nonetheless, there's not too much to say about that match. We both say the Acclaimed. I think a lot of people would agree with us that this is setting up
100%.
something bigger for Swerve and Our Glory as singles competitors. They can have a nice little feud and then kind of move on and do their own singles things. I'd love to see Keith Lee be TNT Championship sometime soon. TNT Champion.
Ooh. Yeah. And I also, can't see, the Acclaimed losing this soon.
No,
Like
definitely
it
not.
feels like they just won. When did they take the titles? All Out? Not that long ago. September. You know,
Yep.
it's not time for the Acclaim to stop their reign. Their reign is just beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. They got plenty more life to live through this title reign here.
100%. So, but I mean, getting into our next, speaking of title reigns, getting into our next match, um, you have the TBS title match between the fake champion Nyla Rose, and the actual champion Jade Cargill. Who you got, buddy?
Jade Cargill.
I agree.
There's no way this fake champion. Like, much love to Nyla. She's funny as fuck on Twitter. Where I kind of, I tweeted at her the other day and she responded. I forget what I said. Something about like something. Oh, she like lied. Oh, you know how Twitter has the new? You probably not sure, but since Elon Musk took over Twitter, you can buy check marks now, like verified check marks, to show that you're like a verified account. And
Oh.
Nyla posted a picture of her, like her picture, and then it shows that she's verified because she's a credible name, And then she posted a picture of Jade, and then put the verified check mark that says verified because she's a subscriber of Twitter Blue, like paying the $8 a month. And I was like, I know that's not, Jade has an actual verified check mark, so I was like, tweeted at her like the lies you tell, Nyla. And she was like, she responded to us, and she's like, I learned from Vicky. And I was like,
learned from Vicky.
well, like, all right, fair enough.
Oh man, yeah. Listen, Nyla Rose is a great competitor. She was the AEW Women's Champion at one point, so we do have to give credit where credit is due. But she can't beat Jade Cargill.
No, she's not beating her undefeated streak. No
No.
way.
And listen, and I know we talk about this a lot, and I'm just going to come out with the statement without the question even being asked. I don't see anybody in AEW right now in this very moment beating Jade Cargill. I would, I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel the need to strip that title from Jade because, as we just talked about, a few minutes ago, where I love long ass title reigns.
She's had one.
Yeah, she's got one, right? She's in the middle of one with an undefeated streak. Like, keep it going. Don't stop it. I love watching her matches because I know she's gonna squash some bitches.
Mm-hmm. She's gotten a lot better too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So keep the undefeated streak going. Keep the title reign going. Maybe Full Gear next year.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I don't. Let her have it another year. It's fine with me.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's got plenty of life left in the tank for this title ring. I'd love to see Statlander take it off. That's the only name that I can really think of first comes to mind. Unless, Hayter loses against Tony Storm and then she goes after it. That's
okay.
That's really, those are the only two names that really immediately come to mind for that. But yeah, nonetheless, should be great.
We can also snatch your theory from earlier about Mercedes showing up during the women's championship match and throw it in this segment as well, because that could be a very strong possibility. A great confident wrestler coming at the person who has the only undefeated streak in the women's division and holds a title.
Could be.
Take the title and give the first loss.
Your first point really gives me like the breaking the undefeated streak, and really, makes me think, yeah, maybe Mercedes to go after it. But the fact that it's more of like a mid card title, it's not like, and I feel like she's like main event money material. Like, I feel like if she came into the company, she would be going for the women's world championship, to start off with. That's my thoughts on it.
Okay, so let me throw this one at you. What if you want to take a mid card title and make it bigger? Who do you put there?
It's already very big though with her.
Well,
with Cargill.
Right, but it could be bigger. Right? Everything could always be bigger. The grass is always greener on the other side. So it's like, hey, you take somebody that's main event money like Mercedes and have a feud with Jade Cargill and it bumps that title. Yeah, yeah, I could see it happening. Listen, it's just a food for thought kind of thing. You can insert that, anywhere. If there was a women's tag team belt and you knew that Mercedes had a friend in AEW, you could insert it that you could insert that there too.
Right.
But yeah, those are. I mean, but we got two possibilities: the women's championship and the TBS title that she could possibly. I know you did say pipe dream earlier, which would be great if this actually did happen. But
Uh-huh.
there's two opportunities for her to show up.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely think, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that she could go after the TBS title. Um, Definitely still sticking to my guns more so think women's championship because she could bump up the TBS title, but it's not. I mean, if she got that belt, it'd probably make it more important than the women's championship, which is not. I don't think that's what they want to do. They want the AEW
Yeah,
women's championship to be the top women's belt. Um,
yeah,
but you never know. They could work it. If they have their creative juices flowing just like we do, they might be conjuring up something else. So we have no fucking idea. Um,
to be a
but
fly on the wall.
exactly.
Yeah. Uh yeah, man. But this next match is gonna be a banger as well.
Yeah, we got the fatal four way for the Ring of Honor World Title. Sammy Guevara versus Claudio Castagnoli versus Brian Danielson versus Le Champion de Ocho, Chris Jericho.
Yes, sir. I'm sticking with Chris Jericho on this one.
Same here.
I don't see. I've already got two title changes under my belt tonight. I don't see this one. Yeah, man. I don't see the Ocho losing it quite yet. Especially the information you gave me the other night, where Ring of Honor isn't even filming any shows right now or doing anything like that, and they're doing some pay-per-views every so often. Like, you're gonna want people like Chris Jericho holding, pretty much copy and paste what we were just talking about for the TBS championship match here. You want somebody of that caliber holding a title to skyrocket it further to the top.
hmm
So,
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely not Sammy. Claudio's had it already. Danielson's had it already in the past. I
right.
think I think Diocho's gonna remain here. Not too much to say about that one.
No, and like, I love Blackpool Combat Club. They're my favorite in AEW right now. I fuck Sammy Guevara. We promised we would say
Welcome.
that every podcast. So fuck Sammy Guevara. And I mean, Chris Jericho's a fucking goat, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
So what we got next here?
next we got the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament Finals. So I guess after tonight, we're gonna figure out if it's either Ethan Page or Bandito versus Lance Archer or Ricky Starks or Brian Cage. Okay.
Bunch of oars.
Lots of oars. Whenever we've said title shot, winner is coming. I mean, all right. So this is going to be my prediction, and we'll know more after tonight and Friday, I'm assuming.
We're recording this on Wednesday night, by the way, people, before Dynamite.
All right. So we got apparently no fucking clue, which is why there's a lot of lot of oars. It's gonna be Ethan Cage, Ethan Page. I fucking love Lance Archer, but Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks is going to win.
All right, that's a good one. Yeah,
Because there's a lot of guessing going on here.
yeah. I mean, it really depends on what we see, what transpires come tonight, and then Rampage, of course. Bandito just came in. They just signed Bandito. He's a fucking incredible wrestler. I'd love to see him get the win, but they're also trying to push Ethan Page a lot.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks is definitely getting the one up on Lance Archer and Brian Cage, without a doubt. Because I could tell they're starting to light a fire under Ricky here too. Yeah,
Love
we're
it.
just gonna have to see what transpires with this one. I'm not really don't have enough information to make a definitive answer right now. If I wanted to say right now a winner for the winter is coming, I'd probably say, given the history with the firm, I'd probably say Ethan Page versus
Mm.
MJF. But
I mean, listen, if it's Ethan Page or Ricky Starks or even Lance Archer, because I love Lance Archer, um, you know, all is fine with me. I just think it's Ricky's time.
yeah, no, yeah, Ricky for sure. Ricky, he has a little bit of history with MJF too in the past, so it's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
tough one to call. I mean, I got to
For
see,
sure.
where this comes to a head. Who is going to be the last contenders in this little eliminator tournament. Um, but yeah, we'll see tonight, and then we'll see on Rampage what transpires here.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, we'll figure it out eventually.
eventually. Moving on to number 7. We got a steel cage match between this is quite the grudge. Been heating up for a while. It's finally coming to its boiling point, and we are gonna see what happens between Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Yeah, man. This has been a feud going on for a while now. Um, I'm just gonna get to the chase on this one. I don't think this feud is over. I think this rolls further and deeper because we haven't even had Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage yet. Like a true Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage. So I I'm going with Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus, I knew I was gonna get that from you. I knew it. It's
He
fine.
needs
I'll
to go
do
through
it.
Luchasaurus to get to Christian Cage. It's like the boss before the boss. It's like you have those mini bosses, and then you have the main boss.
But I feel like, I think. All right, I'm gonna get. Damn it! All right, Jungle Boy is gonna lose to Lucha. Come, winter is coming. Jungle Boy is going to have a fire lit so far up his ass, he's going to destroy Luchasaurus, and then we're going to get a real, true main event match of Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. It's got to be a fight. It's got to seem like the good guy is down and out, the underdog, and he comes firing back and finally puts it to an end. That's where my mind is gone with this.
All right. All right. Yeah, no, fair enough. I feel like he's been put to fucking. I mean, he's got some more offense in the past couple weeks, but I mean, I feel like he's pretty much hit rock bottom. But I mean, I think you're right in that maybe he could, go beneath rock bottom. I think we can go a little bit deeper with him and then build him back
I,
up. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's interesting. I'm happy we because we've been agreeing on so much of this fucking shit. I'm glad we finally have a difference. So we won't tie at the end of our fucking pay per view picks title match here.
Oh yeah. Well, we've just had another difference so far. The Jamie Hayter and Tony Storm one.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't even know what I was gonna say. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Sounds good. We can leave that at that and move on to the Ocho here, which is a pretty big one.
Ooh, yeah, this one's going to be quite insane. I mean, this will be the first time we have seen her wrestle in years. It is Soraya versus Britt Baker. Just no title match, just a regular old schlabber knocker.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they have to give it to Soraya here, um, or Soraya. How do you say it? Soraya,
Either
Soraya,
way,
Soraya.
Soraya. I think either way works.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a great match. I know this is a dream match of Britt Baker's. I've seen in an interview in the past. She's always wanted to fight, FKA
Mm.
Page. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a safe match, because we don't want to really go too guns blazing with Saraya yet. We want to make sure she's safe and cleared. I saw in a report today, apparently the doctor said start off with one match a month. We'll reevaluate you, see how you're doing. So I think it's not going to be the most hard hitting match. It is going to be a good, entertaining match, though. It's going to be fire, given that she's back after so long. Um, all in all, though, yeah, I think she's getting the win over Britt Baker for sure.
100%. I don't think there's much more to talk about with that. You hit a lot of nails on the head there, and 100%. Soraya's gonna win, and we're gonna see a feud start, in my opinion.
Yeah, that'll be a big thing, and even that leads into Mercedes Bernardo coming too. Because she's the one that unfortunately accidentally put
Yeah.
Paige out of commission for all these years,
Hmm.
and they want to have another match together at some point. So who knows? She could
That would
maybe
be that would be
Hater
fucking crazy.
Hater comes out to help Baker, and Mercedes comes. No, she wouldn't come out in the middle of a match. I don't think. Maybe comes out to help
You
Saraya.
never know.
Maybe food for thought here.
Maybe
Food for thought. But
it is. There's a lot of food for thought in this one.
my,
Woo!
my my brain is full right now. It's just
Yeah, man.
fucking thoughts coming out of
Well,
my ears.
we're definitely coming down to our last two choices that we talk about here, and the next one is going to be a really fun match to watch. I'm really excited for this one because this has probably my second favorite wrestler of all time in it, and we got Sting and Darby Allen versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. This is gonna be a fucking banger.
It's gonna be great. I got Sting and Darby all day. But it's gonna be great seeing Sting and Jeff Jarrett in the ring again together for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I'm going with Sting and Darby Allen. They're two of my favorite people in AEW right now. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. It's just gonna be a fun match. We've seen Darby and Jay Lethal feuding, but we see Darby feud with everybody. So
Mhm.
after this, what's next? Depending on who wins or who loses, what's going to be next for Darby Allen to try to break or run through? Who knows? But yeah, Sting and Darby all day.
Yeah, that's great to see. Jarrett back in the fold. Um, smashing Darby with the guitar the other week looked fucking brutal. Um, but Darby's been through a lot worse. but
100%.
yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for this match. I mean, it's gonna be crazy all over the place. People are gonna be jumping off shit. It's gonna be bodies getting smashed into structures. It's gonna be carnage. All in all, Jay Lethal's a solid worker himself. I'm
Mhm.
so happy he joined AEW. He's a great mid card guy that can fucking put on an amazing show with pretty much anybody they throw in front of him. Um,
100%.
so yeah, all in all, I think this match is probably one of the more. I mean, it's got Sting in it, but kind of more compared to the card we have in front of us, kind of underrated. And I feel like they're gonna fucking deliver like immensely. I feel like it might be top
Oh
three
yeah.
matches of the night for sure.
I agree with that. It's definitely an underrated match because people are like, oh, Sting, Jeff Jarrett, two old dudes. Every time they're in the ring, no matter what age they are, they fucking bring attention to it, and it's an electrifying match, 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be
So,
wild. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us here. Real quick, anybody that we haven't already discussed as a surprise return or debut that you could think of?
um, I guess not. I can't think of anybody.
I can only think of one besides Mercedes Bernardo, and that would be Adam Cole, baby. I could see him making a return.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we could also possibly throw, depending on whether they come back tonight or not, the fucking Elite surprise
Yes,
return. We've seen
that
some.
I
We've
don't
seen
even.
some interesting things with like the E being erased and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that right over my head because I've been talking about me and you've been talking about that for
I know.
pretty fucking long time.
I literally it went over my head too. I just thought of it
Sis, people,
when you mentioned
sis.
when you mentioned Adam Cole. I immediately thought of the Elite.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. Glad that triggered your brain to fire off because it did not for me. Um, but yeah, the Elite, Adam Cole. We got Mercedes Bernardo that's up in the air. A lot of people on Twitter talking shit
Yeah,
saying, fuck no, she's not going to show up. I mean, you never know. You never fucking know.
never know.
So I think that wraps it up here for us tonight. We appreciate you guys sticking with us these past 40
Absolutely.
minutes. Any final thoughts here, Mr. Donnie?
That's it. Just make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on. We're starting to post more and more videos and different types of stuff. And check us out on TikTok. We throw stuff up there, and we got a kind of a new series coming out every week of our favorite moments of the week. So we're gonna be doing that every week. So thanks
Absolutely.
everybody for tuning in.
Thank you guys. Have a good evening. Peace.